Welcome once again to my channel. So in this tutorial, I'm going to show you, especially the beginners, on how you can use some basic AutoCAD commands to create 3D solid objects. So here I have one on the screen. Here is a mechanical component. Now I'm going to show you how I used these commands, like the press pull command on the modeling panel, and some commands on the drop panel, like the arc command. So when you click on this arrow, you have several of them here, but in this very tutorial I used the start end radius arc as part of the commands I use for this. I also use the circle command. Of course, the line command is one of the common commands you use in drawing, and I also made use of the rectangle command to create this very object. Also, when you come over to the modify panel, I also made use of the trim command, the offset command, and also the move command in creating this very 3D object. So at the end of this tutorial, you would have learned how to use these commands I mentioned in creating your 3D solid objects. So without wasting much time, let's now get started. Okay, so here is a new page, and here is a mechanical component. So to start a drawing, I will have to switch the view to front view. So come over to the view panel, click here and choose front, and also switch the workspace to 3D modeling. So come up here and also choose 3D modeling. Okay. So I'm now going to switch on the dimensions for this component. Okay, so this is the front view, and here are the dimensions. So I'm now going to start the drawing first using the circle command. So I'm going to draw two circles first, one of 64 diameter and another of 100. So come over to the draw panel, click on the circle command, make sure it is center diameter. Click on center diameter and draw a circle of diameter 64. Then draw another circle of diameter 100. So click on the circle command again, locate the center and enter 100. Okay. So I'm going to draw yet another circle, one of 25 diameter and another of 50 diameter. The center distance between this and these two circles is 100. So I'll draw a line of 100 from the center of these two circles, draw a horizontal line to the right of 100 units, enter. Okay, so draw a circle of diameter 25 at the end of this line. So click on the circle command, which here at the center point, draw a circle of diameter 25. Then draw another one of diameter 50. You can right click and choose repeat circle, then locate the center and enter 50. Okay, so again I'm going to now draw a line of 75 units from the center of the circle downwards, which is this. So click on the line command, click on the center of this circle and draw a vertical line of 75 units. Exit this command. Okay, so you can see the gap between these two is 6. So with the offset command, I will offset this line by 3 on both sides. So come over to the modify panel and click on offset. Then enter 3 and offset this line to the right. Then click again and offset to the left. Right. Now delete the center line. Okay. So again, I'm going to draw another line, a horizontal line of 25 from this point to the left, and also another one from this point to the right. So click on the line command, click on this point, and draw a horizontal line to the left of 25 units, and draw it again vertically upwards to cut across the circle. You repeat the same here. Click on the line command, draw a line from this point to the right of 25, and also move it vertically upwards to cut across the circle. Okay. Now with the trim command, I'm going to trim off some portions. So come to the modify panel, click on the trim command. Now trim this out, 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 and also remove this. And exit this command. Okay. Okay, again, you can see that this dimension is 10. So what I'll do here, I'm going to offset this line by 5 on both sides, as 5 upward and also 5 downwards. So click on the offset command again, and enter 5, then offset upward, also offset this line again downward. Exit this command. Again, I'm going to use the trim command to trim out some portions. So come over to the modify panel, click on the trim command, trim out this, trim out this, come over here, trim out this, so trim out this, then trim this out, enter, then remove this. Okay, so I'm now left with this. So next, I will now use the join command to join them up. You can see there are broken lines and arcs here. So come over to the modify panel, click here, click on join, then highlight the whole of this and enter. So I now have one polyline. Okay. So I will now switch this view to isometric. So come to the view panel, click here and choose Southeast Isometric. Right. Again, I'm also going to switch this one to click here and choose Right. Okay. Now, this one from this to this is 40, and that represents this bigger end of the 3D object. And from here to here, which is from this point to this point, is 48, which also represents the thickness of this very one. So first, what I'll have to do first is to extrude this to a distance of 40 first. So click on the press pull command and press pull this out to a distance of 40. Okay. And turn it around a little. So I'm now going to press out this face out by 8 to make it 48. Okay, so to press out this face, I'll have to close up this very portion. So what I'll do here is to draw a circle of 50 diameter, locate the center of this object, and draw a circle and terminate it here. Okay, so I'll now press pull this face now out by 8. So come again to the press pull, click on it, and press pull this face now by 8. Enter 8, and exit this command. Okay, so from here to here now is 48, which is this. and from here to here is 40, which is this. So I switch back again to Southeast isometric view. Okay. Also turn this one again to, okay, turn it to front view. Okay, so I now have to create this web, and this is 57 by 50. So I'm going to use a rectangle command to do that. So come over here and draw a rectangle of 57 by 50. By 50. Okay. So now I'm going to create an arc here. And I'm going to use the start end radius arc to do that. So come over to the draw panel, click on this arrow beside this arc, then select start end radius. Start end radius. So here, click here as start, and here as the end, then enter a radius of 25. Okay. Trim out this portion. Click on the trim command and trim out this. Okay. So let's now see the thickness of this. Let me turn to Southeast isometric. Switch this window to Southeast isometric. Okay. Okay, so the thickness of this is 10. You can see it here, this is 10. So I've now used the press pull command to press this out to a distance of 10, which is this distance here. So come over to the modeling panel, click on the press pull command, click on this, and press pull it out by 10, and exit this command, and move this aside and remove the construction line, and delete this. Okay, so I will now move this, click on the move command, click on this, then pick it from this point, and drop it at the quadrant point of this very object here. Quadrant point. Okay. Now again, consider the distance from this edge down to here is 15. So what I'll do here is to move this one in by 15 units. So click on the move command. Click on the move command. Click on this, enter, then push it back by 15 units. Okay. So again, I'm going to create this circle, this hole here. So I'm going to switch to right view to see that clearly. So click on this window, click here and choose right. Okay, so I can see so now clearly. This is the diameter of the hole here is 12. And so what I'll do here, I'm going to switch this now to 3D wireframe. Then draw a line, click on line command, draw a line of 20 from this point, draw a line of 20 units, then draw another vertical line again from that point of 20 to locate the center of that circle. Okay, so I'm now going to draw a circle of diameter 12, but before that I have to switch the UCS to right as well. So click here and click here rather and choose right. Okay, now draw a circle of diameter 12. So click on the circle command with here at the center, draw a circle of 12 diameter. Okay, so you can delete this line. So next I will now use the press pull command again to press pull this out. So click on the press pull command, click on the circle, and press pull out. So now I will use the solid subtract command to subtract this extra circle from this. So come to the solid editing panel, click on solid subtract, then click on this object, then subtract this. Okay, so switch again back to shade of gray to see that clearly. Okay, so that's the object now. So I'll now use the union command to join them up. So click on the union command, click on union command, then highlight the whole of this and enter. So I now have one 3D solid. Click on the object, move it aside and remove the construction lines. Remove all these construction lines, erase. Okay, so here is the object now completed. So here's the object now completed. Let me switch to full window. So here's the 3D object now completed. So thank you for watching, and please do subscribe for more of my tutorials.